Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is the continuation of this 63, and yes, the door has been removed. Let's begin. Hello guys, before we start this video, I want to thank you so much for your incredible support to my YouTube channel. Your encouragement means the world to me. It keeps me motivated to create more content. I truly appreciate you being part of this journey. Let's begin with the video. All right, let's just begin. First of all, I'm going to start sanding all this area, getting it ready, sanding all the door jambs. And the door, real easy to remove. It's got 3 bolts that are holding the door. All I did, unscrewed it while the door was closed and removed the bolts, then just remove the door. That's all it takes. The door actually is not that heavy. It's right there. So let me just continue and start sanding all this. I'm going to start with the wire brush. All right, you're seeing me using the wire brush. Now you're gonna say, why are you using the wire brush? Why are you removing it to bare metal? All of this is surface rust. I want all of that to be removed. All this is perfect, so all I'm gonna do is just sand it down. This, I think it's perfect. We're just gonna sand it down. But wherever I see rust like this, I'm gonna use the wire wheel. That way we can eliminate all the rust, surface rust that it has. There it is. Everything is sanded. Even the door hinges are sanded down. Now you're gonna say, why did you sand this? I decided to sand this also to bare metal. Why are you sanding this? You're not even gonna see it. Well, I'm gonna see it. I know that that's not gonna be painted correctly if I don't sand it. So that's what I did. I sanded everything down. Everything. I still need a little bit on the door jamb right there, but all in all, it's good. This tape is just to hold this wire right there. I didn't want to catch it with the wire wheel. But even the door hinges, they've been sanded down, so that we can get some epoxy primer and primer to all this area. Right there, guys. Now I am going to continue sanding all this to the other side, but there we go. Here it is after applying epoxy primer and then primering it, 3 coats of primer. We are good to go. So all I gotta do is just wait for it to dry, and we are ready to start blocking this side of the car. I need to finish the other side and also start sanding all this right here. But here it is. It's getting there. It's getting a lot closer. All this is gonna be looking nice. It's gonna be inside. You're not gonna see it, but it's gonna be looking nice and it's gonna be protected. Now all of this, yes, I did spray a little bit of primer. That's no problem. I'm gonna repaint this that matte black. I'll probably paint these glossy black on the inside and spray the colored paint underneath. So there it is. Now I'm not going to show you the other side or this, how I sand it and primer it. It's exactly the same thing, guys. I'm just doing exactly the same thing that I did here. So let me just finish. I'll bring you back once everything has been finished so I can show you how we're gonna block this 63. Before we continue with the 63, let me show you this clear coat. This clear coat is called Top Shelf Clear Coat. This is from the company Revolt Auto Paint. Right there, as you can see, this is one of their top of the line clear coats that Revolt has. It is formulated to last 15 years, guys. So what we're gonna be doing, I'm gonna be respraying the trunk lid and the hood. Reason being, I did miss a dent right there, as you can see, and I do have paint to blend it, but I don't want to blend it. I'll rather just respray it. I'm also going to respray the fenders and the hood, and we're going to be using this new Top Shelf clear coat. Right, guys, this will be it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. Lets me know if you want to see more content like this. All right, thank you, and like always, stay safe and God bless.